Still kind of setting up here. Welcome to the live chat. I'm going to bring it down a little bit. I'm going to move my computer out of the way. So you are joining the live chat, and thank you for doing that. This is a little different than the other videos I do. This one is live. Now, if you're watching this a little bit later, I got stuff on my glasses. If you're watching this a little bit later, and it's different from my other videos, that's because this is a live version and it's not an edited video. So I like to do both because this way we can chat just a little bit more. So I'm going to hang on for just a second because I want to set up here so I can see what I'm doing. And give me just a second. I'm going to switch this account to this one. And then I'm going to go to, because what I want to be able to do is see, every week that I do this, I am just getting a little bit better and a little bit better. Oh, I did it again. I'm gonna go get my microphone, so we're gonna get really set up. I hope you've got some sewing to do. Cleaning up earlier today, and if you don't have the piece that goes with the okay, so hopefully you guys can see me. It looks like we've got a couple. Now you should be able to hear me better. Very good. All right. I'm going to switch accounts again. And like I said, this is a live. So if you're joining and you're wondering why we're blah, 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 it's because I'm new and I'm working really. Can you hear me now? I have another microphone. Let's see if this one's charged better, maybe. Honestly, oh, you guys, I think this isn't going to work for us tonight because my phone that I've been charging, well, we're just going to try it. My phone that I've been charging for quite a while is not responding. It's telling me that it's almost out. You can hear me now. It's working. Yay. All right. Sorry about that. All the technical things that go into anything like this is just kind of crazy. And I'm really technical. I'm pretty good at technology. Some of you will be laughing now that you've seen this. All right, let's get to the good stuff. So this box came in. Now I did open the top, but then I realized like, no, no, no. I want to do this on live with you guys. So this is what I got in the mail today. And it is things I've ordered, but I just want to show you. Yep, this is it. Okay, so thing number one. Let's get this out of the way. Thing number one that we have today is a spray bottle. And these are called the Mary Ellen spray bottles. These are wonderful. So somebody ordered some. I needed to get some more. And if you haven't seen these are definitely worth taking a look at. I'm trying to get this box out of my way. It's gonna just be there. So what you do is you put the water in, and this spray gives you a all-over spray. It doesn't go squirt, 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 and put all these big blobs onto your fabric. What it actually does is it behaves like an aerosol spray. Your hairdressers may be using these. That's where they first started using them, but now we love them as well. They're not new; they've been around, but they are wonderful. If you haven't tried one of these, it's worth taking a look at. Everything I show you, most of what I'm going to show you, is on my website. You can take a look, but to try one of these is to realize what you've been missing. So now when I'm spraying my fabric and I am pressing, I am able to just spray it, and it gives this nice long aerosol spray. Now it's not aerosol, so it's not bad for the environment, but it'll give it a long, like, if I spray it, it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, like a 4-second easy spray. Very even, no drips, no drops, no blotches. So these are fantastic. And so a person who ordered these, you're going to be very happy because I'm going to have them coming at you really soon. Okay. Next thing that I found that I want to try is, this is a June Taylor product, which I absolutely love, and it's called Hanging Towel Kit. And what I love about that is that it is a really nice gift, and I have some toweling that I want to see if I can combine with this pattern to do that really awesome hanging towel. Those are fantastic for Christmas gifts. This would be fantastic for all the people I have to give to. Who can't use a pretty towel holder on your either your refrigerator or your stove handle or your dishwasher? So that I'm excited. Haven't tried them yet, but I do love June Taylor's products. And what this will be is it's going to be the batting is printed with the lines that you sew on. So the pattern is on the batting, and it's batting you use. So it'll be a really nice product. Next we have, fantastic. So here is the seam guide washi tape. I just started using this and I love it. I'm always looking for ways to be able to use to be able to get a really good 1/4 inch. Because if you can't get a good 1/4 inch seam, then you can't have really accurate piecing. And we all know that if we can get that 1/4 inch perfect, piecing is a dream. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to show this to you. I'm out of the light. It has lines on it. And what you do is you will take a piece of this. Now, washi tape does not have a lot of adhesive on it, which is nice. We don't want a lot of adhesive because we don't want to have anything gummy on our sewing machines, because you will be putting this right on your sewing machine. I'm going to probably do another video to really show that in action, probably later this week. But the idea is that you will line up, see the blue line? You will line up the blue line right under the needle of your sewing machine. And then right before. So you're going to put this tape leading up to that needle. Of course, the needle has to go up and down into your machine. So right up in front of that needle, you will have the blue stripe.
Now on the white stripe on the right hand side, I will now be able to use that guide. So this is my sewing machine. This is my fabric. I will be able to slide my fabric right along there and into the needle. Keeps that 1/4 inch so nice. And honestly, the first time I tried this, I realized I am going to love, 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 love this. I've used other things, but the lines on here just gives it a little bit more of a guide for me. I've used things to measure the 1/4 inch on the side, and they've been good, but this one allows me to truly put it right up to exactly where my needle is without having to get out a ruler that I can find a small enough one. So this one is going to save me a lot. Now you're going to use this for a while. I mean, I did a whole weekend of sewing with the first piece I had, and it stayed on. It didn't come off. Some people say that eventually that the tape will start to come off, curl. You just get another piece, and there's lots on there. So this is one roll is 10 yards. So you can see how much I'm using. What is that, 5 inches at the most? 10 yards. So that's going to last me a good long time. Um, and it will not gum up. It will not gum up my the bed of my sewing machine, and it will not have anything to do with the needle. The needle's not going through it at all, so nothing to worry about there. This one's going to be my personal one because I opened it. Let's see what else do we have here. Ooh, isn't it? I don't know about anybody else, but you probably do too. When I order things, even when they come pretty quickly, I got so many things going on. I don't remember what I ordered, so it's actually like Christmas again. the, when the Amazon or any truck driver for any delivery comes, it is like Christmas because I'm thinking, what did I order? I mean, it's whenever it's sewing stuff, it doesn't matter what. Ooh, doesn't matter what I ordered. Okay, so what this is I'm going to show you. I wanted to. I've been doing some more big stitch. Always love it, just love it. And I use pearl cotton, and I use a number 8. Yes. And I just wanted to get some variegated. Now at this. Look at this thread. It is variegated in turquoise, blue, and purple. Let me put it back in the light. Maybe you'll be able to see a little bit better. And it's going to be awesome. I was doing something the other day, and it was a solid piece of red because I'm testing out um, different stitching types of threads, colors of threads, and I've been doing like some pot holders. You've seen me doing different things, and I was using something variegated on a red, and then I thought, oh, I need to look for some of your variegated. This is Pearl Cotton. It is a number 8. I highly recommend number 8 because 5 will be too thick, and when you're pulling that through with a needle, it's going to be tough. You can do it. My hands don't want to do that anymore. 8 is really nice. 12 is very small. You can use that too. This gives you a lot of good color that you'll see. You want to see those stitches. And so that's what this is. Now, when I order a whole box. So I do like this. Is the company is it's Eleganza, and I do like this because it's a reasonable price, and it's also just a very good thread, and I can't wait to try this out on maybe some pieces of blue fabric and just anything, everything. What I want to start doing is making a bunch of samples of my big stitch patterns. There aren't that many ways that I do big stitch, but I do straight lines, I do circles, and sometimes the clamshell arcs are great too. So there's a lot of things I'm playing with, and I want to start to create like a stack of um, samples, and that way I can also try out colors and things, so that when it's time to quilt something, I can go to my stack and decide what I want to work with. A lot of people who do machine free motion quilting have those different, their own little library basically of stitches that they know they've done them, they like them, and they look really good. So that's my idea there. All right, last item coming out. Now, I showed you guys this earlier, the last week, I believe, and this is a blade sharpener for the 28 millimeter blades. We've had the green ones that are for the 45 millimeter blades. That's the regular common size. But then next size down for rotary cutters, I do love that smaller size when I'm doing small trimming, such right next to my sewing machine. I'll be doing some trimming as I go, and I love that particular rotary cutter. And now with the ability to um, sharpen the blades, that means that we will not have to buy so many blades. And I have it. I haven't bought any blades since I started it. It's about 2 years now since I started sharpening my blades. I have a few rotary cutters. They float around, but eventually all of them get dull. And so I've been sharpening them, and I haven't found a point yet where they don't continue to sharpen. People have asked me, how long will it last when you sharpen a blade? When you sharpen a blade, it will last. Um, I can't tell you how much. So when you buy a new, super new blade, the amount of time that you cut with that and it starts to get dull, what I find is when I sharpen them, I will get like 2/3 of that time. Now it'll need to be sharpened sooner than the first time, but you can sharpen them as many times as you want, and you can sharpen them. You can sharpen them every time you use it to keep your blade. If you like them this really, really sharp, I tend to use mine a while before I give it up and say, all right, it's time to not push so hard and to have this sharpened. So everyone's been waiting for the 28 millimeter. A lot of people have been asking me for them, so now we have them. The 28 millimeter is really works just like the other ones. So that's what's in the box today. I do want to show you. There's something else I'm working on, and it'll allow me to show you. This is I don't know if I've showed you this before, but this is how do I get it so you can see it? You can see it in the light there. But what this is a bias ruler. It folds in half. I always love it when they fold in half, but this is how long it is. And what it's for is when I am going to be cutting bias, and I'm going to tip my camera here so I can show you. Let's tip you down here. Okay, so when I'm cutting bias, which I need to do right now for a quilt I'm working on, you take a half a yard of fabric. And that's what this is. And this is flannel because it is a flannel that I'm working on. I'm wondering if I can bring that light down a little more just so you can kind of see. Okay. Now on the end of my ruler, you will see it has this edge, and that is exactly the 45-degree angle, and the tip is flat. Hard to see it, I know, but I can show this to you here. I'm going to lay that angle right on the edge. Wait a minute, this way. There we go. Okay. So I'm looking at it. It says bias ruler. As long as I can read the ruler, I'm going to lay this, and it will go all the way. I'll pull this back so you can see. It'll go from a half a yard at a 45-degree angle, and that's what you want. And then you start cutting. You'll cut your first one, and then you'll move the ruler, and you cut, 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 and you get a lot of bias, a lot of binding out of one piece. And so I'm going to go ahead and work on that right now. So tell me now, what's everybody working on tonight? Are you sewing while you're watching? Are you? Some people say they are watching the kids while they can watch this. I had one lady said she was in a meeting. I'm going to run right over there for a second to get my rotary cutter because that's what I forgot to bring over, and I will be right back. Okay, so I have, here is the edge, and I'm going to start cutting exactly right across here. At this table, I'm working on an old, oh, perfect. I'm working on an older cutting board that's a piece of a cutting board. Okay, so you can see now, it gave me that exactly that cut. Now I can cut both this side. So first I'll go with the smaller side. Now that I have that first cut, I can just keep that ruler right on the edge. Now this ruler will give you, it is 2.5 inches, and that's my favorite size for binding. It's a common size. I used to do different sizes, but I'm like, what? Why? I'll just do my same binding each time. So now there's actually 4 layers here. So I have 4 times this, 4 times that. This is a corner. I'm not going to use that. That's going to be well, actually, yeah, that's just a scrap I'm going to use for something else. But you can see that I would continue to move right down the fabric. Now, when I have this fabric, this will be on the point. I am going to just, I'm sorry, this will be on the fold. I'm going to just cut that fold. And so now you can see I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of fabric because I had 2 1/2 yards. When I cut a 1/2 yard off a bolt, you will actually get, uh, yeah, so it's folded so that you will be cutting 4 layers. And so these are what I'm going to use. Now, obviously, if you don't, not obviously, if you don't know, what my next move is that I will be sewing these together on the diagonal until I have a very long strip. And with that strip, then I'm going to be using that to bind my quilt. And so let me tip you back up here. Because the quilt that I'm working on is for my daughter, and the bridal shower is Sunday, which is 2 days from now, and everybody's starting to come into town tomorrow. So my time to work on this is really short, but I think I've got the rest of this evening. I'm going to be able to get that on, and then to be able to hand. I like to do my bindings on the to the back and use a whip stitch to sew them on. So I should be able to get that done